Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nigel here, and today I'm going to talk about the best way to structure your day to get the maximum return with the least amount of effort. Okay, so lately I've actually been experimenting with my days because I noticed that a lot of the time I might feel like my day is wasted or it's not as productive as I wanted, and I wasn't able to get the momentum that I really needed to hit my goals for my business, right? And so I figured out, you know what? What if I just structured my day where the first 4 hours I just did the most important things, right? The most important deep work tasks in the morning and knock it out for those first 4 hours from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then the rest of the day could be, fuck all. And, you know, I can pretty much do whatever I want as long as I got those golden hours from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. down packed, right? And so I started experimenting with it, right? So I structured it in my Google Calendar, right? I started doing, okay, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. content creation, high value content creation, for example, like this, right? And then from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., those are my golden prospecting hours where I'm reaching out to new prospects and trying to set new appointments for clients to join, my consulting program, okay? And so if I can just do deep work, deep focus work with no distraction, no phone, no bullshit, just focusing on the task at hand in a deep focused manner, I will win my day, right? The rest of the day could be awful, right? I could be distracted. I could be scrolling on Instagram, looking at like Instagram fitness chicks and stuff like that. But as long as those first 4 hours are dialed in and I was focused, you win the day pretty much. And then the results start to compound on themselves, right? And you know what's another funny thing that I noticed? Once I won those first 4 hours from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., I actually was more productive in the times beyond that because I built momentum. I started building confidence within myself. I started getting into a flow state. And so the morning time, it's the most important time. And if you can just really just focus and identify just like one or two, at max two, just one or two very high ROI activities that you can just focus on in an uninterrupted manner from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. or whatever your golden hour block is, however you would set that up. If you can just dial that in, man, you're going to do way better instead of pushing off your high ROI activities into like later in the day, right? And so I've been experimenting with this, and my days have just been so much better. Like I wake up, I don't. So this is generally how my days look like right now, right? So I'll wake up at like 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. I wake up at 6 a.m. and then I'll get ready, and then I won't eat breakfast, right? I'll do intermittent fasting because studies have shown that you actually have higher cognition and brain power when you do work on a fasted state, right? Because if you think about it, right? So when you're consuming food, your body is using energy to digest that food, right? And that's not energy directed towards you doing deep work, for example, okay? So I do it, fasted, right? All I have is some black coffee, right? 2 cups max, drink some water, and then I just go into my deep work at 7 a.m., right? I start focusing on scripting content, coming with content creation ideas, filming, shooting, things like that. Get that out the way. Do that for 2 hours, bang out as much content as possible. And then at 9 a.m., I start to do my prospecting, right? So I'll go on my social channels and reach out to new prospects, find new prospects, email people, and basically try to set as many appointments for later on in the day or later on in the week for me to do sales calls so I can close clients and generate revenue for my business, okay? And those are really the two high ROI activities for me to go through, right? Because if I focus on those two things, to get it out the way in a deep focused manner in the morning, every single morning for 4 hours, I'll never go hungry. My business will always be bringing in new clients, and I'll be able to help people on after that, right? And so how I structure the rest of my day is the rest of the days I might be taking doing sales calls or coaching calls with my clients and really servicing the people that I've signed up from the work that I've done in the morning to be able to attract those people into my business. Okay. And it's just been a huge game changer for me. Instead of doing things haphazard, and just getting that routine over and over again, I notice that every single morning it becomes a little bit easier for me to get into that deep flow state, and it's just for me it's working, right? For me, it's working. And I noticed that for me, I tend to do a lot better in the mornings than at night. And so at night, I really reserve that to just rest, relax, recharge, learn new things, socialize, and do things that I love so I can recharge my body and my mind for the next day to actually, go hard in my deep work session tomorrow, right? I pretty much set up the rest of my work day after that deep work session to basically wind down and recharge my mind. So the next day, my deep work session can actually be a lot better, right? And another thing that people are asking is, okay, well, when do you work out? Like, shouldn't you work out in the morning? And I used to do that, right? I used to work out first thing in the morning, but the thing is, working out for me has become so easy, and I actually see that as like a reward and like something that I love. And so I don't need to work out first thing in the morning. My idea is actually I work out directly after my deep work session, right? So my deep work session is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then at 11 a.m. to like 12:30, that's when I go do my training. And that's kind of like my reward. And, I'll do my workout fasted, and then I'll have like a big lunch right after. And that's typically a schedule that works for me, right? For some people, your high ROI activity might be, training, for example, right? Working out. And so for you, you might want to put your workout early in the morning, okay? So for you, it's different for everybody, right? For me, at my current moment in my life, content creation and prospecting is the highest ROI activities I can do right now. For you, it may be something else, right? For some people, it may be training. For some people, it may be having something to do with their kids or whatever the thing is. The thing that's going to move the needle the most, put that as the first thing, right? The first 4 hours, you want to protect that time. Protect that time and put the highest ROI activities and just go hard. And then you can have a terrible rest of your day, but you'll still be making momentum day after day after day. Trust me, man. It's super powerful. It's been powerful. It's been working for me, and I'm going to be finding more ways to actually have that 4-hour deep work prospecting block even better. And I think the next step is actually to have a better night, right? So if I can have a very, very, very fine-tuned sleep where I just wake up super refreshed. Those sleeps when you wake up and your heart just feels a little bit cozy, right? If I could just have a perfect sleep, right, and I feel super recharged and I go into my deep work session just in a perfect state of flow, I think that's derived from having a good night, right? And I noticed that I've been getting to the habit of watching Netflix and all these different bad habits at night that kind of ruin your sleep a little bit. So that's the next step for me. So I'm going to experiment that within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I'll come back and share with you guys the results from that and how much better my morning deep work golden hours have been. Okay, so that's my advice and my personal experience with structuring your day and developing that deep work block. And if you found this valuable, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing daily videos in regards to mastering your body, your mind, performance, and how to scale your business every single day. And if you are interested in signing up for coaching with me, feel free to go in the link below, and I'll talk to you soon.